Following on from my best and worst of 2019 video, I thought it'd be cool to have a look forward and see what 2020 has in store for us. So as with most years, the good movies don't actually start coming out until the summer, but I've had a look, I've read endless articles and Wikipedia pages and settled on my 4 most anticipated movies of 2020. In 4th place we have Tennant. I kind of have mixed feelings about Christopher Nolan's movies. He's undeniably a phenomenal director, probably one of the best American directors working at the moment. But I think he's a much better director than he is writer, and I feel like that's where some of his movies kind of suffer. Dunkirk, for example, was fantastic because the screenplay had nothing to do with the overall quality of the film. But then, to contrast that, you've got Interstellar, which looked amazing, score was fantastic, but the script was just a complete fucking mess. Yeah, I really didn't like Interstellar that much. The reported budget for this movie is $200 million, which is huge. It's bigger than both Interstellar and Dunkirk by like quite some way. I don't know where that money's gonna go, but it will be interesting, and this is gonna be one of the year's most popular movies. I can already tell. How good it is remains to be seen. It's got my boy R. Pat's in it. I'm a massive sucker for a bit of Robert Pattinson. He's doing some good shit at the moment. He had a fantastic year last year. He's going from strength to strength, doing some really awesome movies, and it's cool to see him finally moving back into the kind of mainstream after his period doing indie flicks. One thing that's worth noting is the notable absence of Hans Zimmer, who, for the first time in a long time, I think Hans Zimmer's done all the scores for Christopher Nolan's movies since Batman Begins. Next up, we have Last Night in Soho, written and directed by the genius that is Edgar Wright, who is of course responsible for the Cornetto trilogy, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and more recently Baby Driver. So the movie is scheduled for a September release, and there's not actually a lot of information about the movie itself. It's said to be a psychological horror inspired by kind of classic British horror movies. The film is starring Thomasin McKenzie, who you'll recognise from Jojo Rabbit, and she plays the King's sister in the recent Netflix movie The King. It also has Anna Taylor-Joy, who you'll remember from, she plays the lead in The Witch, and Matt Smith, who famously used to be Doctor Who and then since has done The Crown on Netflix. Last summer I did some work on a short film which we filmed in Ealing Studios, and in the studio next to the one that we were filming in, they were filming Last Night in Soho, which was pretty cool. I didn't see any of the cast or anybody, but I saw they were moving, like, I think they were moving everything out, so I saw loads of like the props and bits of the sets and stuff. So I've got a little bit of a connection to this movie, which makes me even more excited for it. But yeah, it's Edgar Wright. He's yet to do anything that isn't fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. For number 2, we have The French Dispatch, written and directed by Mr. Wes Anderson. So this is Wes Anderson's 10th feature as writer-director, and it's scheduled for a July release. So again, there's not a lot known about the plot of this one, but the cast is fucking phenomenal. So Wes Anderson has kind of been known for his ensemble cast, with his last 2 films being Grand Budapest Hotel and Isle of Dogs, which both had huge ensemble casts. This one is no exception, and I'm just gonna read some of the names because this is a fucking studded with A-listers. So we have Benicio del Toro, Adrian Brody, Tilda Swinton, Lea Seydoux, Frances McDormand, Willem Dafoe, Christoph Waltz, Timothy Chalamet, Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Saoirse Ronan, Kate Winslet, Jason Schwartzman, and then like a whole list of others. That is a stellar cast. And my most anticipated movie of the year, a movie I've been looking forward to ever since like I first heard that this was a thing, and that is the new adaptation of Frank Herbert's novel Dune. Denis Villeneuve is a director I have a extreme fondness for. He's made some fantastic movies over the last 5-6 years, and I am so excited to see what he can do with this source material and this story. I haven't actually seen David Lynch's version of Dune, or I haven't even read the book, but I kind of know sort of what it's about, and this kind of like sci-fi stuff I really fucking love, and it's hard not to be excited when it's Denis Villeneuve and you look at the list of names attached to this. You've got again Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem, and on and on and on. But also we've got the one and only Hans Zimmer, because he turned down Tennant to do the score for June. And like when you're turning down Christopher Nolan, who you've worked with 15 years, you've been working with the same director, to turn him down to work on a project like this, that's fucking exciting. Currently this one's scheduled for a December release, although they've already had some setbacks because it was originally meant to be November, now it's December. To be honest, just because of the scale of this kind of project, this might be one that ends up getting pushed back even further into early January. But fingers crossed everything goes smoothly and they can get it out in December, because I am so pumped for this one. So pumped. Thank you so much for watching, only a short one today. Before I go, I just wanted to talk a bit about my channel, what my kind of intentions with it are, and how I'm going to be producing content going forward. So, as with my previous videos, I'm planning on releasing content in kind of two styles. There'll be the recommendation videos, which will be a bit shorter, and they're like kind of more edited, focusing on one specific movie, talking about things I like about it and why I think people should watch it. Then the second type of video is like my best and worst videos, so these kind of a bit longer, more freeform, just kind of me talking to the camera without having like scripted anything. I'm gonna try and get a video out every week. It's probably not gonna be possible. I've already got another 3 or 4 like ideas for videos planned out. I've got a cool recommendation coming up, which will hopefully be ready for release on Monday. If not, it'll be the following Monday. I'll end the video there. Thank you again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.